And now, back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press.
Dude, they're so funny. Dude, Maga are so fucking scummy.
So I'm curious of something with the people who regret their vote to Trump. The Maga regrets, as I saw it. Are y'all sorry because it, actually hurt a ton of people? Or are you just sorry because it directly affects you?
Yeah, no, they're sorry because it affects them. They don't give a shit about other people. We know Maga don't. We know Maga don't fucking care about shit, right?
What gets you so excited about the work Elon Musk is doing?
I mean, he's doing what the people voted for. And if there's a problem,
dude, look at
the Democratic way, right?
Dude, look at these fucking clowns, bro. Like, seriously. Look at these guys. Dude, it astonishes me, dudes that cover themselves in merchandise for another man. It's like you got two fucking gangly, bearded. First off, I can't stand fucking beards like that. It's so gnarly. But these two gangly, bearded weirdos that are covered from head to toe with fucking Trump's shit all over their body. Like, what kind of men worship a 78-year-old man? Like, honestly, let's analyze that. What type of man covers himself from head to toe? You know what I'm saying? Dude, are you guys saving yourselves for marriage? Because getting by Republicans is all I'm seeing you're getting out of those outfits. Yeah, I mean, you have to wonder. Seriously, they are head to toe. Dude, I like some rock bands too. But goddamn, I've seen kids, there are 4-year-olds who wear less of their favorite superhero shit than these fucking weirdos do. These guys are in La La Land, bro. Just absolutely head to toe, bro. They are stewing in it.
Nancy Mace is a new House member from South Carolina, the first woman to graduate from the Citadel.
You ready for this? While we have Nancy Mace here, you've seen Nancy Mace, how she talks about the first woman to graduate from the Citadel. Big glass ceiling, right? She's been a big glass ceiling. That's why she's so anti-trans, because Nancy Mace is the big glass ceiling, became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel. But you know what, guys? Her dad was the fucking provost at the Citadel when she went there and graduated from that. You didn't know that, did you? A fucking crazy shit, dude. Look at Nancy Mace. She went to the Citadel. Her dad was James Emery Mace, a brigadier general at Fort Bragg. She graduated from the Citadel. In 1999, she became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, which was led at the time by her father, Emery Mace. Dude, isn't that crazy? Sure, she went to the Citadel, and sure, she became the first woman to graduate. Yeah, that's great. But she went there and graduated from there because her daddy was fucking running the place. So she didn't really break a glass ceiling. She fucking nepotismed away to a glass ceiling when her fucking dad was the commandant of the Citadel, right? Look at him. Nancy Mace receives her Citadel diploma from her father, Brigadier General Emery Mace, in 1999. He was the commandant. And I mean, I don't want to fucking dismiss the accomplishment, but the fact of the matter is Nancy Mace went to the Citadel in the first female class, but her dad was the fucking commandant of cadets. So she was protected. And this is what bothers me, because here she is in the House of Representatives attacking Sarah McBride, the first trans woman to get elected. And Sarah McBride doesn't have her daddy protecting her in Congress. And so this woman who likes to talk about being the first woman to graduate from the Citadel while her dad was running the place for cadets, man, it's so disingenuous, because there she was, she had daddy making sure she had safe passage. And then when she's in the House of Representatives And if a trans woman gets in there, she's going to then try to shit on her, even though she got schmoozed in by her daddy.
Nancy Mace and 𝗫𝗪 were my classmates at the Citadel. When Petra graduated, she joined the Marine Corps and served an entire career as a Marine Corps officer. When Nancy graduated, she went on a media tour for her ghostwritten book.
Yeah, two big differences there. And also 𝗫𝗪𝗡𝗪𝗪's father wasn't a bigwig there.
For the record, I voted for Trump all 3 times. He's doing everything I hired him to do.
God damn. For the record, like, you look like you voted for Trump 3 times, and you look like you got fucking worked over by him. All right.
For the record.
So for the record, we get it. Right? Yeah. You, for the record, also hate ages you, people. God damn.
This new conservative party, and MAGA is, the raging against the machine. And young people are rebellious, and they're willing to try something new.
MAGA is the raging against the machine. See, I find that hilarious that young conservatives think this is their raging against the machine. I mean, let's be honest, guys. It's a sign of young people's brains being fucking fried and rotted from no critical thinking skills because they've been raised on fucking social media. Thinking this is raging against the machine, like, please, dude. I know they consider themselves that.
And so I think when they realized that the Democrats were becoming increasingly establishment, when they realized they didn't even get to choose their own candidate.
A lot of people think
Didn't even get to choose their own candidate. We choose our own candidates. 81 million of us voted for her to take over if something happened to Biden. We had a candidate drop out a month before. Like, shut the fuck up, Brett Cooper, you fucking idiot. You got fired and shit from the Daily Wire? Like, what are you talking about?
The progressive movement, because it might be cooler to be progressive and inclusive of everybody.
I think that Gen Z still has those viewpoints. I think that Gen Z in general is still more progressive than other generations, but I think we've realized that that's not the end all be all. Like being
No, I think what it is I think a bunch of young men have gotten red pilled by Andrew Tate and Logan Paul and a bunch of influencers that have been fleecing money from them by selling them this fucking bullshit ideal. And they're going to get smacked in the face by the world. That's what's going to happen. They're going to wake up and realize they got used by a bunch of rich clowns that fucking sold them, right? A bunch of rich clowns from wealthy families like Logan Paul and shit, these wealthy kids that become influencers and then sell the young men a rags to riches thing, but buy my shit, buy my merch, buy my Prime, buy my fucking snackables or whatever the fuck, while they realize that all those kids went to fucking private schools and became influencers because they had rich mommies and daddies, and they're all fucking clown shows. They're just like Trump. They're fucking trust fund kids, every last one of them. And they're selling to the average schmoes that, like, you're going to get like us, but you're not. You're going to end up with a broken back and an opiate addiction and a shitty fucking job. Maybe picking fruit.
Inclusive, being empathetic, being a good person does not make our economy better.
Look at that. Being empathetic, being
our economy.
Look at this. Look at what she says.
Progressive than other generations, but I think we've realized that that's not the end all be all. Like being inclusive, being empathetic, being a good person does not make our economy better. Being overly loving and tolerant and bending and changing our entire society for a small minority of people, a small fraction of people in these, intersectional communities, that is not going to make our lives better.
Dude, she is so scummy. She's like essentially saying being good to people, especially the marginalized, isn't going to make our lives better. Being an asshole and fucking grinding wealth and just pummeling people into the dirt is going to make her, dude, she's a fucking scoundrel. She is. She's a fucking scumbag is what she is. Basically, like, yeah, be sociopathic. Take all the wealth away from the marginalized of the poor and fucking rub their faces in dirt. And that's going to be good for our economy. But she's wrong. It's not good for your economy. It's not. It's not good for the economy. It's not.
I think that they have been taunted and jeered at and been told that they are inherently racist or inherently homophobic for, making a joke. I think that they finally snapped and they said,
making a joke. We're going to have to kick some bigot ass. Dude, I'm ready. Dude, f you bigots. I'll fucking kick some bigot ass. I ain't afraid of you motherfuckers. Right? They live and die. They do have boners. They have hate boners. That's a great phrase. They have fucking hate boners.
I had a patient today that had a red hat on. Not something I see a lot of in my area. And he was nicest as can be. Nice to me, respectful, called me honey, which I get. He's a boomer. But, whatever, respectful. A fellow nurse was like, oh yeah, she's a veteran. So he just wanted to talk military veteran stuff with me. I'm at work. No. So I politely said, I am so sorry. I don't discuss my military service or my political ideologies outside of personal circles and friends. So I am so sorry, but I'm just going to keep the conversation going in the direction of your care. And I said that very jokingly and nicely, just a nice way to say, I don't want to have this conversation with you. Because you're not going to like what I have to say. He was like, you nurses should be thankful for Trump. You really should. He plans on giving you guys more money, more hourly wage.
Dude, you nurses who, he wanted to make it so you couldn't wear PPE during the fucking pandemic. You denied you respirators and shit and let you fucking die. Oh, shit. Dude, nurses do not want to hear that shit.
You ladies are taken care of. And he's going to get all the illegals out of your hospitals.
What a fucking douche.
Not my first rodeo. I'm used to these things. But again, just kept my mouth shut. I just kept my mouth shut. Then we get to the part where we go over your insurance for the services you were about to receive.
Here it comes.
This man's on disability and fucking Medicaid.
Yeah, of course he is.
End of fucking story. Just end of story. End of story. End of story. I literally had to turn around and giggle a little bit.
Yeah, because this guy's going to be like, Trump, all you nurses be thankful for Trump, and that guy's going to end up dead in fucking 6 months, bro. Medicaid's going to get hacked. What a fucking stupid ass, dude. MAGA people, I'm sorry. If you're MAGA, you are a fucking stupid ass. Period.
Just end of fucking story. Toodaloo.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Jesus, dude. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.